Student flats in Oxford and a busy roundabout in Southampton. The answer is, well, they all feature living walls, vertical gardens of plants created by a nursery in West Sussex. They look impressive, but as David Allen's been finding out, they're meant to be more than just a visual way for companies to flaunt their green credentials.
Amid the concrete, the noise, the fumes of the Millbrook roundabout is Southampton's latest green initiative. These so-called living walls are the first to feature in a major UK road project. But what's the idea?
All of the plants have been hand-picked. They all have special properties, which means they help to soak up some of the NOx and tox that you get from air quality issues.
The source of those particulates is generally off of roads and cars and car emissions, and plants will absorb those emissions. They take them into their leaves. Those leaves can sometimes translocate to the root zones as well.
Richard Sabin's mission is making cities greener. His firm Biotecture, based in West Sussex, has produced living walls for offices, tube stations, shopping centres and housing.
The whole intention was to blur the transition from building to landscape, to make it more of an urban jungle, just to create urban landscapes that are more fit for a future. So this is a living wall project for Oxford University, student accommodation block, ready to go out now, really. We've been in the nursery 3 or 4 months. It's a living cladding system. It's a cladding system like any other cladding system, except this one has plants in it and an irrigation system and looks fantastic.
Just shows that's the right species of PV as well for this wall.
Nursery manager Campbell Thorpe oversees the creation of these living walls.
Well, first we have the empty panel, we draw a design on it, then you wet the panels up with nutrients in it, and then you plant matrices, usually one plant species at a time, a bit like a jigsaw puzzle, and at the end you end up with a picture.
Once they're in place, the irrigation system is controlled remotely from this office in Bosham. This year, Biotecture's work was introduced to a global audience on TV. How big a deal was it for you to get that contract to do court number 1 at Wimbledon?
Unbelievable. It's been 7 years in the making. I love tennis, but I can't watch tennis anymore because all I want them to do is stop showing the tennis and start showing my green wall again, so yeah.
But what's the cost?
The cost is a replacement cost. You would have to have a cladding system that goes there anyway. And my answer would be that I feel that a number of the cheaper, less sustainable materials are actually too cheap. Rather than green walls potentially being seen as a luxury or an additional cost, this is the way that we should be seeing our urban landscapes going into the future.
Funding for Southampton's living walls came from an underspend on the £8.3 million road improvement project here. But in a city with some of the worst air pollution in the country, how big an impact will they really have?
What we do know is that this makes a difference. It's not going to be a huge percentage difference, but if we can do lots of little things, at the end of the day, we will see results from it. This roundabout, as you drive round it, you'll get a 20-second snapshot, and hopefully it'll make you ask questions, and it'll make you take a little bit more interest in the environment you live in.
David Allen reporting there. A teenager has appeared